I'm R. Scott Everhart, and this is Tailings from Mississippi Bar. The California gold rush started when gold was discovered in Coloma in January of 1848 by James Wilson Marshall while building a sawmill for Captain John Sutter of Sutter's Fort. At first, mill workers searched for gold around the mill site. Some of the mill workers were able to gather gold by picking it up with their fingers, while others used pocket knives to pry the gold from the cracks and crevices in the bedrock. By 1849, miners were washing the sands and gravels along the American River from just above Sutter's Fort to Placerville. For nearly 3 decades, placer mining was done at Mississippi Bar. At first, the pick, the pan, and the shovel were the tools of choice. But it wasn't long before the cradle, the long tom, and the sluice box came into play. But what is placer mining? Well, simply put, it's the washing of sand and gravel to recover precious metals. Prospecting along the banks of the American River was fairly straightforward due to the nature of the gravel bar itself. Typically, they would work their way downstream, panning small amounts of sand and gravel until color was found. Mississippi Bar, located on the inside of the river's curve, was constantly receiving floodwaters that washed down from all 3 forks of the American River drainage. These violent events scoured the gold-bearing gravels from the higher elevation rivers and streams and deposited them on Mississippi Bar. Its broad rolling terrain allowed the raging waters to spread out and lose velocity. This slowing down allowed gold to fall out of the current and be deposited. Picks, pans, shovels, rockers, and long toms could only move a small amount of pay dirt. So where did these come from? It seemed a different method was necessary to create these deeper cuts. So what was missing? A good supply of water. Pans, rockers, and long toms all required water in order to break down soil and extract gold. The amount of water used and the amount of pay dirt washed was limited by the equipment he was using. But if a miner had access to enough water, he could use that water to do the digging and the washing for him, and then use the sluice box to cache the concentrates. Part 2 of early placer mining will cover where miners obtained the water for ground sluicing, its distribution, and how it was used. Next time on Tailings from Mississippi Bar, the Lost Cemetery of Mississippi Bar.